What is poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today it is frigid outside. The wind chill is so cold. It's so cold. It's so hard to skate when it's like this outside. So you know we got the long johns on today, ski sock, everything going. So when it's like this, you have to set your expectations on the ground for the sesh because it's gonna be so hard to skate. This along with my rolled ankle, but it's still fine. We have to catch some type of session. So we're gonna be going to Catoctin Skate Park today. Yeah, can I get a number 8 red bean and rice and strawberry Fanta? Alright, I'm gonna act like this is the first time I ate this, but it's not. I've had it like 30 times, but I'm gonna reenact what it was like to have my first bite of it. Oh my god. Yeah, so basically it's like the best thing ever. If you say Chick-fil-A is better than the Popeyes one, then you're tripping balls. This is way, way, way better than anything from Chick-fil-A. It's outstanding. 10 out of 10 for real. Man child for life. Hey, represent.
Filming, bro.
That was a tough.
Good.
Very nice.
Very nice.
First ever. No way! That was it! That was it! Very nice. Dude. Oh. Dude, you got audio bombed anyway. Whoa. Why'd it look like you kind of caught the transition?
I did.
Dang. Whoa! You did. It looks really nice. That was solid. On film, you're gonna have to get that for me next time because I can't move my hands. Okay, YouTube, sorry for this really weird lighting situation right now. I'm inside and it gets dark at 4:30 now, so I kind of have no other option but to film it right here. Really quickly, I kind of want to explain my creative process with YouTube videos. So if you're familiar with a sine wave, which is a mathematical wave that just goes up and down like this, my creative process is pretty similar where I have really highs, really high peaks where I feel like I perform well and my creativity is good. And then I have dips and troughs, and that's where I feel like I am right now, where I just really don't want to be making videos. But I do it anyway because I make myself. So if you notice any decline in quality right now, it's kind of just because I'm in one of these troughs, but I work myself out of it as I always do. So yeah, now I'm gonna get on to the review. This is my setup right now. It is a GX 1000 deck with Team Thunder trucks, Dolores wheels, and Bones red bearings. Super nice. I really like this setup. I've been riding these trucks for 8 months now. 8-ish months now. I made a kind of video when I first got them and I was gonna like try to test them out. So right now I'm gonna try to make like an in-depth review of these trucks. They actually kind of surprised me. I liked them a lot better than I thought I would. Being Team Thunders, the base plate I'm pretty sure sits at 1 millimeter higher, which somehow makes a huge difference in the way that it skates versus 1 millimeter lower. That being said, they're still pretty low trucks. I don't really usually like low trucks ever because it's like some physics things. It doesn't really make sense, but taller trucks actually flip faster. Lower trucks usually give you better control though, but I find tray flips to be a bit harder on lower trucks, so that's why I got used to it really fast. Like my tray flips are fine on them now, but yeah, that was like the big reason that I didn't like low trucks. These trucks grooved really fast, especially on feebles and back 50 grinds. There's a huge noticeable dip in the truck now. After only being skated for 8 months, it looks like I've kind of skated them longer. They do wear quicker than indies, and they wear quicker than Ace trucks. Maybe it's because in the summer I was skating like 8 hours a day. These are heavily skated trucks. These are probably more wear than most people would have at 8 months, unless you're skating more than me or grinding like curbs a lot more than me. The material does grind faster. That has pros and cons. Pros being that you sit in grinds better once those grooves come, and cons being that the lifespan of the truck is not going to be that long. So for me, I also do a lot of Smith grinds on ledges. The kingpin is at the point where if I dip the Smith grind too much, even though the bolt is grinded and the kingpin is grinded, it still will scrape and catch. So the way that these trucks sit, the kingpin is almost at the height of the hanger when the truck is brand new. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it doesn't make too much of a difference unless you really dip your Smith grinds. I would say that the trucks turn pretty okay. The turns don't feel as good as I would say independent or Ace trucks feel, and the stock bushings are pretty average. That being said, I personally don't care that much. They turn good enough for me. I would say the main difference between these trucks and an Indy, for example, is that Indies feel a little bit more fluid and they feel like they turn a little bit sharper than these do. These feel a little bit more abrupt. Again, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just kind of a personal preference. I like the way independent and Ace truck feel better than these. However, for a street truck, these are really good. If you skate a lot of street, these trucks perform excellent. They weigh a lot less, and I feel like an effect of that is you can ollie a little bit higher. It's not that noticeable, but skating street on these definitely feels a bit easier. And when you're actually grinding, there's hardly any difference in the way that these grind compared to how other trucks feel. They grind pretty much exactly the same. It's just that they wear a little bit faster because there's less material. Okay, so 3 things you're gonna wanna keep in mind if you get these trucks. You're gonna wanna get a pretty small wheel because since they're low, you'll get wheel bite pretty easily. But a good thing about the low trucks is that the room for pinch is a lot more tight than if the truck was higher, because it doesn't take as much effort to get the truck down and pinched into a grind. So feeble grinds and crooked grinds for me feel spectacular on this board. But one of the bigger problems is, as you can see, I do quite a bit of nose slides. Whatever this is called, like the front of the base plate, if you look closely, the wheels stick out further than that. So your wheels will sometimes catch on either nose slides or tail slides and cause like a squeaking noise, cause you to stop. Even though these trucks grind really well for street, I wouldn't say that they're my favorite truck. For some people, I would say Team Thunders are a really good compromise if you want to get Thunder truck because of that 1 millimeter addition in height. I like them more than regular Thunders, literally just because of that. It's weird, but I can feel it. These are a good compromise if you're skating indies but want to get the smaller Thunder truck. I would probably give them, my personal opinion, I'd give them like an 8.5 out of 10. Alright, I hope you guys liked that video. If you did, make sure to drop a thumbs up and to subscribe. I make videos every Monday and Friday. Again, hope you guys like it. Peace out, mates.